outside. Stolen by George. To the paint. Here's Lillard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's 15 points for Lillard.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Lillard from outside. Rebound the Lakers. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. The shot's good from Champ. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Champ, and good that time. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, compact and strong. Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but when you look...
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Turner against Kuzma. Now here's Turner, guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Milton. The tray. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Champ. He's covered by Collison. Little comes with the double team. Outside Portis. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Outside Collison. Nurkic kicks to Turner. Here's Nurkic. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Lakers ahead. They're up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts.
We've been getting stops after that start. We've been getting stops. All right?
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Trailblazers trail by 4. We've got Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Champ. And it's Dort in at the small forward. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Little. Guarded by Kuzma. Allison feeling it out a bit. Clock at 4. A floater, and Davis pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 4. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
James checked in for the Lakers, and Portland with a change here too. Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Little. Outside Collison. Kicks it to Turner. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. It's a 5-point game. The Trailblazers shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Jackson. The offensive rebound. Lillard outside. Pass to Turner. The second chance effort. Count it. Good. And that's now 19 points for Lillard.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Champ, the pass to LeBron. Lakers passing it around. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Turner. Lays it up off the glass. Turner's got his first bucket of the night.
Turner does a good job of just winding his way and burrowing to the rim. And a good job finishing down low.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
George is checked in for the Trailblazers. Champ, the pass to James. Got a piece of it. And George gets it to go.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
George looking over the floor. Here's Nurkic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
The Lakers making a switch here. Jeffries is checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. James, the pass to Champ. 13 feet away. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Champ. Pass to Lillard. Got a piece of it. Here's Champ. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Lillard with it. He's picked up by James. Nurkic trying to get open.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
Now here's James. Now the pass to George. Here is Jeffries, defended by George. Here is Jeffries. Shoots over Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Jeffries can't get it to go. And now Portland on the break. And Turner kicks to Nurkic. Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. To take the lead. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Champ. Trying to get open as Davis. And there's the bucket. Steve with it on the offensive glass, getting it down. And the Lakers lead by 2. For Portland, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. On the wing, George. Oh, and they take the lead.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Lakers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to George. Here is Jeffries. Nurkic with the block. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. George with the ball. Count it. Now it's a 3-point Portland lead.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Here's Champ. Here's Davis. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to George.
Fool you. He can finish inside.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turner against LeBron to the middle. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Out to Turner. Shoots a 3. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers going the other way now.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
And Champ gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 5. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Stolen by Jackson. Now Lillard, and now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Timeout called the Lakers. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
And so it's Portland winning this one.
It really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
It's almost that time of year.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove? I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke.
This is it, Game 4 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. We're looking at what could be a very short series. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Blazers coach Terry Stotts had stints in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but it was as an assistant coach in Dallas, where he helped win the 2011 title, that he rejuvenated his career. Stotts wasn't sure he'd get another coaching opportunity, but after that, he said the stars aligned. Kevin, he's now in year 8 as head coach in Portland.
The players love him. Thank you, David. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green is out there with Cook, and it's Howard in at the center position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Hood in at the small forward position. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. James outside. The pass to Cook. Davis against Hood. That's good from Davis on the assist from Cook.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now, here's Lillard. Outside Hood. There's the three. Rebounded by Howard. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Excited about the win on Thursday.
And that one was all about offensive execution. Running your plays, picking your spot.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Shot clock at 5. From deep. It's not going to go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard attacking, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Here's Anthony. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Here is Cook. Here's LeBron. Good on the 13-footer.
Analytics says that you should ignore the mid-range jumper. No, not with LeBron. With him shooting, I'll bank on any shot he takes.
Now here's Hood. A three from McCollum. Kept alive. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And Davis gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's McCollum on the wing. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Inside, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys, if for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Here's Lillard. Outside Anthony. Shoots. Portland no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space. Just basically puts on it.
And Davis gets it to go.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Craig, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's McCollum. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Here's LeBron. And he gets the bucket. James has got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Trailblazers trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Over Green, and it's good off the back rim and in.
A natural score. Give McCollum any room to get his shot off, and he's going to let it fly.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Waiters in for Quinn Cook. Pass to Davis. Collins with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
What's up?
Free throw good from Lillard.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Kuzma outside. Lets it go from 14. McGee's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 5. Tipped away. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And Pope with a wide open look. And the Lakers with another miss. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Sweet little floater. Lillard's got 5 points so free. Portland grabs the miss. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. 55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Davis, the pass to McGee. 6 feet out. A shot, no good. Collins with some nice D. Little with the ball. He's against Kuzma. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. And so here's Portland. They trail by 1. Here's Trent. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3. Trent gets the bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Lillard against Waiters. To stop the run, and the jumper is good. It's all tied in Portland. second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Well pulled back there with Dion Waiters. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's McGee in at the 5 spot. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night. And he makes the first.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Portland trailing here. Here's Trent. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Waiters surveying the D. Pass to Kuzma. Over McCollum. Oh, good on that one. And it's Portland the other way. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Good on the shot.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Trailblazers. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. And Hood subbed in for Little. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Green, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Cook subbed in for Dion Waiters.
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up to the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Anthony with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. Anthony with the bucket. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Howard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lets it go with a three. And the Lakers get it back. And Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Here's Hood. Whiteside, high post, working on Howard. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Howard over Anthony. That's good from Howard and the assist from Cook. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Trent. Clock at 6. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you can hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Floats one up, and it's good on the way in. And the Lakers lead by 1.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. McCollum dishes to Anthony. Shoots over McGee. Anthony's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter.
Oh, great goodness! That was special. Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 6. Over Cook. And a little luck that time, but it drops. McCollum's got 8.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's James. 8 points for him.
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
McCollum outside. And here's Anthony for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's now 7 points for Carmelo Anthony. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lob back there for Howard. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And the Lakers lead by 2.
You know, Howard knows his limitations on this end, realizes when he should take these kinds of shots.
Passes it to Trent. He dishes it to Hood. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard. Portland, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Shooting 2.
big group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Green. And it's Waiters in for Quinn Cook. All free throws good from Hood. Lakers have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And LeBron throws it down.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 7. Inside, Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. They time it right. They can end this quarter within 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
To the paint. And it's Davis missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Nobody near Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
To the middle, here's Caldwell Pope. Second shot opportunity, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Trailblazers out in front, up by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, and make plays.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Round 1 action of the playoffs continuing on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us for the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at the Trailblazers. Although this series has gone about as poorly as possible for them, they're still hanging tough here tonight. No team likes to get swept, and maybe, just maybe, they can avoid that fate with a strong second half. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, I think they're feeling the energy of this hometown crowd. Sometimes you get a little complacent and comfortable in your surroundings, but no, they fed off adrenaline in the first half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting the time to rebound was really difficult. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. McCollum the 2 and Hood the 3. Anthony is out there with Whiteside, and it's Lillard in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
Here is Cook by Hood. That one goes. Count it.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's McCollum after the basket by Los Angeles. Clock is at 3. fades and shoots. And again, Portland converted.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Here is Howard. Hassan Whiteside made his last pass. James, the pass to Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's now 11 points for Davis.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Whiteside. Back to Lillard. Good on the wing. James covering from 18 feet away. Good on the jump shot. Hood's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And the Lakers call time here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Puts it up from 12. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 3. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Hood. And here are the... But he recovers it. LeBron kicks to Cook. Just 4 to shoot. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half.
His teammates James enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Now it's up. So both teams making some changes here. Portland leading by 5. Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Collins. Back to Lillard. Now the dish to Nurkic. He gets that one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here is Cook. By Lillard. Stripped it away. Beyond the arc. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Here is Cook. By Lillard. three. Lillard misses. Lakers trail by 10. Kuzma, left side. Kicks it to Waiters. McGee. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Cook. And the rejection by Collins. Little passes to Lillard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And guys, what do you think about the hustle steps for the Trailblazers?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Something left to play in the third. Now here's Waiters. Caldwell Pope outside. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run, and the jumper is on the mark.
A really difficult cover, especially in these screen and rolls. I mean, Caldwell Pope is fantastic with his creativity.
Here's Trent. He's guarded by Waiters. Trent passes to Nurkic, and easy 2 points on the layup. Nurkic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Waiters. Floats one, and that one drops.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here is Lillard to the wing right side. Here's Trent to the line. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 8 points. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers lead by 13. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Cook in at the point. Now here is Davis. And Waiters kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Cook. Takes a three. And the three ball is good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here is McGee. To the inside. It's hauled in by Trent. Trailblazers leading by 12. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
2.
Free throw, good waiters. Both teams will make substitutions. And he makes both free throws. Trailblazers leading by 12. Lillard with it. It's McCollum on the wing. Launches it. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Whiteside. Pass to Anthony. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. The Lakers making a switch here.
Big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's LeBron. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Free throw good, James.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He was not intimidated at all by the pressure of their situation tonight. There was some tension in the building. You could feel it as these fans know what's at stake. But that only served as motivation for him. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
McCollum against Green. Fires top of the key. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Lakers trail by 12. Lets the 3 fly. But they'll get another chance. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Well, the work ethic of LeBron is admirable. I mean, even when he's not involved in the play, he's still getting it done on the glass.
Now here's Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 28 points for the game.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get ugly. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 12. And there's a minute 45 left here in the 4th quarter. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 2:33 left in the game. James against Hood. Off target with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. Back to Lillard. Sinks that one from the post. Lillard's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There was very little defense for that.
Hood against James. For Hood. Offensive rebound. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Such a great rebound. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
And entering the final countdown, game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous accomplishment for the Trailblazers.
Didn't look like a game that was trying to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Yeah, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity. And not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Yep, that one goes.
You know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court, and when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
Lillard outside. Trailblazers win it. Backs against the wall, Greg, but they showed us tonight they are not done yet.
You can just never count this group out.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western.
What's the roll? Get shut down. No. Come get it. Hey, yo, right here. Yo, get it up. Hey, balance it out. Hey, yo, right here. You got it. Hey, see up on check. Hey, yo, right here. Check. Hey, who got him? What's the foul? Come around. Hey, yo, get on Jay. Bang the foul. Hey, good boy. Yo, pressure him up. Yo, watch Jay. Watch him! Get Shay! Get it, go get it! Knock it down! I see him! Hey, yo, right here! Push it, baby! Shut up! Come around! Pull it, pull it! Hey, who got him? Who's got ball? Check, check!
Good evening. You looking for anything in particular?
Hey, I'm just browsing. I'll let you know, all right?
Can I try these on? Yeah, no problem. Can I wear these out? Absolutely. Thanks, man.
Welcome back to 2K TV, Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm going to end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it. I love it.
You are that, CLD.
Make sure to pick up your official NBA program. Get players that, find a dental and read interviews with NBA players. Programs are located at
broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Taking a look at Milwaukee, this season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
And I think for Milwaukee, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the off-season with which to build on?
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got Chris Middleton, and it's McKenzie in at the 5. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Corey Joseph is out there with Champ, and it's Jeffries in at the 5. A lot of experience out on that floor in front of us, Brent. Your career spanned 14 seasons. Talk about how you saw the game differently as a veteran player versus the first couple years in the NBA.
Well, I saw it from the bench, quite frankly, as a veteran, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on now. I know that's not altogether true.
I think the game just slows down. You start to understand that there is a tempo and a rhythm, not only to any given quarter, but any given game and any given season. So it's really, Kevin, about the idea of it slowing down. And I did sit on the bench towards the end, Kevin. That is true.
A little bit.
14's still a good number.
But it turned out well for you.
Well, I get to sit next to you.
Well, it's a lot of fun. You're right. It's a lot of fun. And here's Griffin following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Pass to Jerome. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. 2 on the clock. Up again.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. Going up against an all-time great like LeBron James, there are no easy answers. Still, he's aware it will be difficult to slow him down if they're going to win this game. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Middleton outside. And stolen by James. And they double up James. Got a piece of it. Here's DiVincenzo. Covered by LeBron. Jerome passes to McKenzie. Another shot. And the layup is good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And the Lakers with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. Champ, the pass to Joseph. And that one is good. Here's Jerome. He's coming off a 22-point game against Phoenix. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And stolen by James. And the dunk by LeBron.
With a burst of speed, LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
And it's a completely new group. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Vincent, Champ out there with T. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Isley in at the power forward position. Allen for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers leading by 3. This is it to T. Here's Isley. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Kuzma passes to Isley. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And this, one of the few opponents who really stuck it to them during what was an otherwise excellent season for them. You're right, they've got to have revenge on their minds tonight.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets. You know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
LeBron shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Jeffries is checked in. Davis comes in for Ice. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Joseph in for T. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Champ, in their last matchup against the Jazz, had a huge game. He had 35 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him, connecting on a number of his shots. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Here's James after the basket by Milwaukee. Davis dishes to Joseph. There's the double team with Allen. No good from Champ. Bucks trail by 4. A floater. Joseph with the rebound.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Allen passes to DiVincenzo. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Bring, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yeah.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Now here's Middleton. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin, you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Here's Joseph following the basket by Chris Middleton. Takes a three, and that's good for 3 points. A shot from Champ. Champ's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers. And the pass to Ross. Here's DiVincenzo. James covering. Middleton against Davis. Shot clock at 5. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's denied. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So both teams changing it up here. Lakers leading by 7. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. From deep. They get the rebound. Davis. And finished off by Davis.
You think you have AD rooted out, but he can use his length and use his size and get another rebound.
Outside Matthews. Pass to Jerome. Back to Matthews. Broke loose. And here we go. Fast for
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Bucks trail by 11. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jerome. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Middleton. With a floater, and Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Trying to get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
And that concludes the first half. Lakers.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Frank.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they got. They've got Chris Middleton, and it's Jerome in at the point.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line, and he knocks down the first one. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Passes it to Champ. Outside, Davis. He kicks to Joseph. Inside. No good from Champ.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him last night?
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Bucks trail by 13.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor. Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Timeout called the Lakers. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained Brent all along. He was 58 seconds left in the third. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 7.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Middleton the pass to DiVincenzo. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Davis with some nice D.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
I like it when AD starts to step on the gas pedal offensively. He starts to feel like nobody can stop him, and he very well might be right.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 12. Here's Middleton. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 14 points for him.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a cruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Champ out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Ray, you stood out for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture this isn't here. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everyone.
That one is off. Some changes here for the Lakers. Jeffries is checked in, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Griffin's checked in for the Bucks. Lakers leading by 15. Joseph looking around. Middleton against James. Davis inside. Jeffries. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Jeffries got his first basket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Jerome from deep three-point range. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
If kids play that in high school, they play that in the college. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. There's the pass to Griffin. Matthews against Joseph. Pass to Jerome. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good off the back of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Joseph against Matthews. The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to Jerome. From deep. A rebound by the Lakers. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Back to LeBron. To the inside. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 5 assists in the game.
A great assist there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all night.
Middleton against LeBron. Pass to Griffin. Here's Jerome. Back to Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Champ.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Riley passes it to Champ. Portis with it. And there's the pass to Champ. Lets it go. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
No coverage that time.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Riley. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Barry, David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.
Hey, Kenny here, man. Great game. Nothing anyone could do to slow you down. When did you first start to feel that this was going to be your night?
You know what, Kenny? As a